Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Nellie and Ruth Designs. This week, this is week 2 I'm starting a new hashtag, and I'm hoping that everyone joins in and they find a crossword puzzle book. Mine is in large print, and I think that would actually work out better because I think the actual crossword puzzles are larger, so it's better to collage on. But I've created a hashtag 2023 crossword collage. All right. So it's 2023 CW collage. And I'm hoping that you join in. I'm going to leave that right there for a little bit while I'm gabbing, and then I will remove it and then remind everyone at the end. But if you're new to my channel, this is the first time I've created a hashtag. I just thought it would be fun for everyone to join in, and I'd love to see what you come up with. It doesn't have to be, you can create your own theme, you can create your own style. I'm using vintage pattern paper gals. These are all off of vintage patterns. The front covers, I have lots and lots and lots of these. So I thought I'd make myself a new little notebook to work in, maybe next year or the year after, whatever, or as I go along. But you could do animals, you could do nature, you could do just flowers. If you're a tea drinker, you could have a tea theme, anything you want to do. So let me go back to my first page that I created, and it was this one here. Okay, I'm gonna move this now. It is this one here, and I used these gals along with some other ephemera I had laying around. This is just stuff I have laying around. And I'm covering the left-hand side. This is how the book looks. And I'm covering the left-hand side with just plain paper that I can write in notes, or if I want to make this into a recipe book, maybe I want to put some Pinterest recipes in here, or however you want to use it. But the main goal here is to get your scraps, get something that you normally don't use or you don't want to use all the time. Like I said, I have a lot of these vintage sewing pattern gals, and I can only make so many tags. I can only make so many journals. So I thought I'd start collaging with them. So this was the first one that I did. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a hashtag or how I was going to do it, but I have decided that that's what I'm going to do. So for this one here, I have flipped over. I found a page, and here is my paper. And I'm going to put in the description where I get this paper, what Etsy shop it's from. So the first thing I'm going to do is get this glued down. And I just folded this over because it is kind of thin paper, so I want this blocked out. And I'm a little sniffly this morning because of the pollen. I'm actually trying to get out after this to mow my yard, but the mosquitoes are so bad right now. So I thought I would make a couple videos. That's why I have I have my old black sweatshirt on, and I know black is not the best thing to wear when there's a lot of bugs out, but I just threw it on for now. Okay, so we have this down. So now I have my writing page. And this is a really great way for beginners to start collaging. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. It's just bringing items together and creating a little picture. It can be as simple as you want. You could do, if If you're a big movie buff, you could do movies. If you're a baker, you could do all kinds of baked items, cakes, cupcakes, your favorite chefs, your favorite bakers, whatever you want to do. You could do cities. You could use this as a traveling one, places where you have been. This one here, and I like doing these because I like to try to do a theme. Like in the first video, I explain all about that. This one is Ladies of Leisure because they just look like they have nothing to do all day long except shop and whatever else. Go to lunch. So this one, I've already written in my crossword words here. The first one, I did not. I did the collage first. So you can do it any way you want. You can collage your page first and then study, walk away, think about what you might want to write in here. This one, like I said, I did it first. So I'm going to work around what it says here. And what I chose was romantic comedy, NYC for New York City, and then Holly. That's the character's name. So if you're up on your movies, you probably already know what it is. I'm going to move this down just a little bit so you can see the collage part. You don't need to see the writing, the blank page over here. So I have this gal here serving breakfast. All right. I'm giving you some hints here. And I have this gal here who looks like she's ready to serve breakfast. She has her apron on. All right. Then I have Wild and Free. All right. Then I have this here, Dream. And then I have a real pretty little bouquet. It's not really a bouquet, but a flower. It almost looks like a chrysanthemum, or I'm not sure what type of flower it is. I took this out of my botanical sticker book. And what I did was I stuck it down on plain white paper, and then I cut around it because it did have a large white border and I didn't want that. So I have that. And then out of this book again, because I wanted to put a frame around here. If you're familiar with these books, let me see if I can find where I took it out, because I had to cut it right out, right here. So this was a mirrored page like this. And if you notice, these sheets come out here and you end up with a frame. So this is the page that this came off of. So I just peeled this off again and I put it on plain paper. All right. And then I can position it because these are very, very sticky. So now this I'll put back in the book and then I can use that for something else. But these are very sticky. So I like to put these on, all of these stickers on paper, and then I like to cut them out and use them like that. So we're going to put this, I think, right about here. And I think we can get this down right away. And I do hope that you all join in because I think this will be a fun project. And I'd love to see you post what you do, what you create. And I'm hoping you figured out already what the theme of this collage is going to be. Okay, so let's see, this isn't the narrower one up here. And on this one here, I did like working around what I have already written down here. All right, so here's my border. And you don't have to put a border around yours. I just am because I like that. I like the look. Okay, so if you haven't figured it out yet, you got a romantic comedy. And this is one of my favorite movies, and I just love this actress. New York City, and the main character's name is Holly, and it's all about breakfast at Tiffany's. So I thought that would be fun to do just a little mini collage about breakfast at Tiffany's. So I think we can put that there. I do know I want my flower over here, something like this. I think. Got this gal up here, and I do like to try to keep the black spots showing. And if you think something blends in too much, you can put something behind her, or a little label, whatever you might want to do. I haven't gotten that far yet. And Holly, she was definitely wild and free, wasn't she? That. I thought of putting her there, but I also think that we need something. I need something up around here. But again, I don't know if I really like having them across from each other. But I do know I want and I have the dream. I want the dream down here. I'd like that to be there like that. Let's see. We'll just play with it here a little bit. Maybe we can put this gal over here, maybe something like this. Kind of brings her up a little bit more. Maybe something like that. And we can stick her there like that. I think that's pretty good. I think that is pretty good. Maybe I can find another. I just feel like I need another little something up around here. So let's just move this over. And let's go back to my flower book. See if I can find another. Here we go. We had this here. These are kind of big. I took this one from here. But let's see. Maybe we could do some sort of rose. We could add a little bit more color. Let's see. And of course, I'd want something going this way. We have this here that might be kind of pretty, and then we have this one here. This one could come up and around. We could try this one. And I will show you what I do with these. So I just take a scrap piece of paper, any scrap here, and I put it on like this, and then I just cut it out. That way you can move it around on your paper without it getting stuck or right. So I hope everybody is doing well. Not much to report here. I'd really like to start some watercoloring, but I feel like I just don't have time. But yeah, I have to make time. I don't know if some days I feel like I'm ahead of schedule, and then something comes up and I get caught up in that, and then I just feel like I've run out of time and I'm behind. Still working on our family photos, which really I get a lot of pleasure out of that. These are so much easier to cut out too, when they're stuck to something. Don't try to cut them out. When you've already, when you've taken them out and you've got a little bit of the sticky, it just makes a mess. I don't know if I can make a little groove in here just to get that little stem in. That might be good like that. I think that might be good. I think that just that little tiny bit adds a lot right there. Okay. All right, so let's get this glued down, and we will be good to go. I mean, you can make a pocket, put a pocket over on the left-hand side, if you want to store papers in it. This might be a cute little book to keep receipts in. You could make a nice pocket here and keep some receipts in there if you have. I'm going to raise this a little bit. If you want to keep track of things, grocery receipts, whatever. Whoop. I want to cover up Holly there. I did cover her up, didn't I? So, well, that didn't really. I think I'll do it this way. I don't want to cover up her name. I don't want to cover up her name. Okay. And let's see. Let's get old Audrey. I think it was on Netflix. They had a wonderful documentary on Audrey Hepburn. She just led an amazing life, but she had so many insecurities because of her father and her childhood. Okay, we're going to do it like that, okay? And I'm going to put one strip right up, and then I can handle it and get it in there. And then I can glue. I can glue down after. Okay. And that's the other thing. Just be cognizant of when you are collaging, you're going to have pieces underneath, over the top, and you want to leave, you want to just make sure that you leave those open for, I'm going to just cut this like this so it looks like it's tucked underneath. I'll put that right there. There. So that looks like it's coming out around there. Okay. All right. So now we're going to put the dream down, okay? Because I think this will go, the flower, we're going to stick that. Let's see. Do I want to put it here? I'm going to drop that down like that. So we are going to and I'm just going to cut a little bit of this off. So that way it's not covering her up. So if we put that like that. Okay, that goes there. There. I think that's it, right? I think we have it all. So another fun little crossword collage. And like I said, these do not have to be complicated, and it's just to make a nice little book. Use something that you haven't used in a while, something that maybe you don't want to use in a junk journal. You know, it just doesn't fit anywhere, but you like the images and you like the way it looks. You like collaging, but yet you can't, you're not participating in any collage, what do you call them, like Marguerite Miller, the weekly planner, collage challenges. You can go ahead and join this little weekly collage challenge that I do. Again, it's hashtag 2023 crossword CW collage, and I'd love to see what you come up with. If you can't find a book, I'm sure that you can find a collage sheet template on your computer, and you could just run a bunch of them off, and you could make your own book. You could, figure out a way, if you have a oh gosh, a Cricut, where you can punch and put your own binding in. If you want to make a junk journal, a very simple, easy junk journal, and add the crossword templates and then collage around them, be my guest. I just would like to see you join in, have some fun, and I'd love to see what you come up with. So I want to thank everybody for joining in today. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, and I will see you next week. in another puzzle. All right, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.